You send a text, 3 hours pass, the little check mark sits there, read, no reply. In those 3 hours, your nervous system tells you exactly who you are before your brain catches up. Your stomach just tightened reading that. You're not alone. Here's the part most psychology channels skip. Your reaction in that moment isn't a personality trait, it's your attachment style. Psychology used to think these styles were fixed in childhood and stuck for life. New research says it's stranger than that. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which of the three you actually are, and you'll probably realize you've been calling yourself the wrong one for years. Mary Ainsworth identified 3 core attachment patterns in a now classic series of studies, building on John Bowlby's attachment theory. Bowlby didn't develop this in a lab. He watched war orphans in London hospitals after World War II, kids who'd lost their parents and stopped reaching for anyone at all. Modern researchers like Mikulincer and Shaver have shown those same patterns live in adults as automatic strategies your brain runs when connection feels uncertain. Psychologists call them internal working models, a silent script your nervous system reads from when someone you love goes quiet. 3 main types: avoidant, anxious, secure. Which one you are decides what you do in those 3 hours. Avoidant first. The avoidant person reads the text, sees no reply, shrugs, puts the phone face down and goes for a walk. By hour 2, they've half convinced themselves they didn't really care anyway. Signs you're avoidant: pride in being low maintenance, going cold instead of confronting. It needed a lot of space yesterday and you'll need more tomorrow. Your strength is that you stay calm in chaos. You handle things. You don't fall apart in emergencies. The hidden weakness is that the calm isn't peace, it's distance. Psychologists call this a deactivating strategy. Your nervous system learned somewhere very young that needing someone was risky, so it preemptively disconnects. You're not cold, you're protected. Anxious next. The anxious person checks the phone every 4 minutes, composes a follow-up, deletes it, composes another one, reads back the original message looking for the word that broke everything. By hour 2, they've replayed the entire relationship. Signs you're anxious: overgiving, apologizing when nothing happened, reading silence as a verdict. Your strength is that you read people with terrifying accuracy. You catch the mood shift before anyone else in the room. The hidden weakness is that the radar runs on fear. Psychologists call this a hyperactivating strategy. Your nervous system learned that closeness was unreliable, so it learned to chase harder. You're not needy, you're vigilant. Secure last. The secure person sees no reply, notices a small pang, goes back to whatever they were doing. By hour 3, they assume the other person is busy and trust they'll hear back. Signs you're secure: you can ask for what you need without bracing for a no. You can be alone without feeling abandoned. Silence doesn't read as rejection. Your strength is that connection feels like a baseline, not a prize. The hidden weakness is that secure people can underestimate how much work the other 2 are doing just to stay in the room with them. Psychologists call this earned security when it's built in adulthood, and it's the most common path to it, not the rare gift people assume. About half of adults land here, and a real chunk get there through repair, not luck. Here's where they collide. Same scenario. 3 friends, all in love, all sent the same unanswered text. The avoidant decides the relationship was probably going nowhere anyway and starts emotionally packing. The anxious sends a paragraph at midnight that begins with, "I'm sorry if this is too much." The secure goes to bed. The next morning, the partner replies, "Phone died. Sorry." The avoidant is already half out. The anxious is exhausted from a war that didn't happen, and the secure says, "No worries," and means it. Same text. 3 different futures. The scenario didn't change you, you revealed you. Here's the twist. Most psychology videos won't say out loud. Almost everyone is a hybrid. The avoidant leaning secure pulls back when overwhelmed, but comes back to repair. The anxious leaning secure spirals quietly, then chooses to wait it out anyway. Then there's the avoidant anxious, and this one is painful. Wants closeness desperately, then punishes it the moment it arrives. If you've ever pushed someone away while wishing they'd fight to stay, that combo is real. And it has a name psychology doesn't usually put on the front page. There's actually a 4th attachment style, fearful avoidant, sometimes called disorganized, that lives at the intersection of come closer and don't touch me. It's the rarest and the most misunderstood. We'll decode that one next. Quick check though. There's a difference between recognizing your style and using it as a permission slip. I'm avoidant isn't a personality trait you get to hide behind. I'm anxious isn't a license to text someone 7 times in a row. The whole point of naming the pattern is so you can interrupt it, not so you can announce it before you do the same thing again. So next time the check mark sits there for 3 hours, read, no reply. You won't just feel the pull. You'll know which voice in your head just woke up and whether to listen to it. That's the shift. Same text, same silence, same 3 hours. Now you can name what's running you, and you get to decide if it gets to drive. If you want the layer most channels skip, the fourth attachment style, fearful avoidant, the one that wants love and runs from it in the same breath, that breakdown is going up next. Subscribe so it finds you. We don't just describe people, we decode them.